Whatcha! Hi everybody, how are you?
Hello, welcome to our channel back again.
Yes, we are. We're here again to annoy the bejesus out of you.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the power of the influencers, and we're going to be using as an example a festival that happened, or didn't happen, was supposed to happen, called Fyre last year.
Yeah, it was. We saw on
Netflix.
We saw on Netflix the other day. We watched a documentary about it, and it was just blew our minds. It was just unbelievable. How it all happened, and you know how the power of people and influencers can influence something and make it into something it's not, which is exactly what that was.
Absolutely. So guys, if you have time, please go and watch it. It's really worth it.
Yeah.
But it can give you just a small glimpse of what it was.
A synopsis.
Yeah, that was an American guy called Billy McFarland. McFarland, and then he originally had these very exclusive credit card for the millennials and for people with money, and he made a little bit of money with that and built his reputation on that. Then he went to the Bahamas and he saw an island, a beautiful wild island, and he said to the influencers that he bought the island. And the idea was to have a rock festival or a music festival in that island.
A really exclusive one, so you have to pay an awful lot of money to go and see this. And if you watch the documentary, you'll see that the actual island, I mean, he wanted thousands of people to be there, I think 1,000 people to be there. But the only problem is the island wasn't sustainable, wouldn't be able to sustain that amount of people. It was called Pablo Escobar Island.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't have any plumbing or anything. So,
Go ahead and remove it. What will you take?
Oh my god. Broken.
No, it didn't break it. But the microphone just fell. Oh.
What? It's broken?
No. I thought it has broken the microphone. So, okay, the Pablo Escobar Island was the island that was chosen to, he said to people he bought it, and then he chose it to have the festival on it. But as Ken was saying, there was no infrastructure whatsoever, no plumbing, nothing. And he started selling the packages based on the island.
So basically what he did, he invited like 15 or something models and influencers, really worldwide influencers onto the island for a weekend or for a week or whatever. And he booked them and he brought them to the island, and they were on yachts and they were having a fantastic time, and it looked amazing, and they filmed it and they were just getting drunk and they were partying away and everything was fantastic. And then they released the video and obviously put a website together for Fyre, which is going to be this new music festival.
And they were so intelligent, they created these orange tile.
Yeah.
That was a sensation in social media. People were posting the orange tile, and then if you had an orange tile post on your page, it would be seen as someone really exclusive, because it would be
so
attending.
basically, you know, he paid people like I think Jenner, what's her name? Kendall Jenner and Bella Hadid and so on, really influential people on Instagram. And he paid them, I think, some £250,000 or dollars to put this little tile on their Instagram and to get them into hook them in.
And the cheapest ticket to the concert was £4,000.
Yeah.
And ranged from £4,000 to £250,000.
Yeah, so £250,000 for
a villa.
Or you could get a yacht, or you could be on a boat or whatever. But anyway, to jigs and reels, none of it happened. It all was a complete and utter lie. He lied to everybody. He lied to the poor people who were working for him. You feel so sorry for, and they ended up not being able to put it on the island. They ended up putting it on a huge big island in the
a wasted area in the island.
What's the name of it?
I can't remember, but I know it was a wasted island.
Put it on here. But and you know, locals, like 300 locals, were working for them to try and get this festival up and running. And you know, this poor woman who was cooking for them, you know, and no one got paid, and it was a complete and utter sham and disaster. And when people arrived, you know, the planes were supposed to be chartered and all this, and there were supposed to be luxury planes and everything. And everything was just a lie. It was all a complete rip-off. So have a look at it. But the reason we're talking about this is just like influencers. So people who influence your life. And, you know, we're at the age where people don't influence our lives, do they?
No, they don't. I'm pretty much my own mind, and if I like something, I do. If I don't like, I don't.
Yeah, exactly. I influence him. That's about it.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I would
It's the other way around. It's the other way around, and our friends can testify.
Yeah, can they? I would influence Fabio very, very much. Everything he does is because of me. He is because of me. But just talking about influencers, when I was younger, it was all it was about pop music was influential, or actors and actresses were influential, and you follow them now. It's all about online, and even in my small way, I suppose I have my Instagram page, and I've got I think 11,000 followers, and believe me, it has taken me years to get them, so I'm very proud of them. Thank you very much for following. But with me it's very tiny, but then you have in my business, I'm a makeup artist and I have my own makeup brand. I've had influences into where I work, and I've done one particular one. I did her makeup. She's lovely, and I did her makeup, and I gave her, I'd say, about €500 worth of makeup, and then she turned around to me and said, she put up a little stream on her post, and she just goes, just so you know, I would normally charge around €600.
The cheek of her.
Yeah, but this is the sort of stuff, and you're sitting there just going, would you ever?
It is mental, absolutely ridiculous.
Am I going to give you €600 for that? There's absolutely no way. But this is what's happening on a smaller scale in Ireland. That's what's happening.
I don't think there is anything wrong in getting paid to advertise something that you really believe in or you like.
Yeah, like there's some great guys. Fabio's really into looking at these YouTube videos. This is where he came up with the idea, really. I wouldn't be that mad about it, but Fabio is, and he follows quite a few people and watches their videos, watches their posts, and there's those two guys from...
Yeah, they are Brazilians, and their channel is called Diva Depressão, which in English would be something like Depressed Diva, and they are quite honest.
They're Portuguese, and I wish they'd do their channel in English, or else put English subtitles.
Yeah, they are quite honest about everything, and I mean, they started really, really small, and they just grew massively. Now they have almost 2 million followers, and of course they get paid to say things, but they only say things from brands that they believe, and they start off by buying stuff for themselves whenever they could afford them, and buying and using and going online and just saying, oh, I like it, and then the brands, when they start growing, they know to them and they start to offer money. So
I think
there's nothing wrong. Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
I like that, because I mean, you're making a business. You're doing something for yourself. And it's just that, in Ireland, and I'm sure it's the same around the world, you have these girls, for instance, a lot of makeup bloggers and so on, they're putting up posts of pretending that they're something they're not, and then you have, young girls who are just completely and utterly influenced by them, and they're what they're doing, I think, is almost wrong, because they're portraying an image that actually doesn't exist.
Exactly. This is what I think is wrong, is getting paid just for the sheer payment and going online and saying, oh, I love this works, etc. Or you've never tested it before. So I mean, being honest about and getting paid is absolutely fine.
Yeah, we're doing this. We're doing this. Well, number one, for the fun of it, and just to see where it goes. We're giving this a year to do, and we'll see where it goes. But what's good about, we're hoping that, there was a couple that what was the name of that couple? They just were travelling, and then they ended up, I think, selling their house, wasn't it? And they ended up travelling around the world.
They are two Americans.
Yeah, and then he loves I have to say, their YouTube is brilliant. Do you know the name?
It's called Way Away.
Way Away. And they're fantastic, because they basically dropped everything, decided to travel the world, and now they've got countries are paying, or cities are paying for them.
City councils are paying for them
to post, just like what we're doing with a camera, like we're doing. And eventually, I suppose that's what we'd love to eventually do.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You see,
I would love that.
Not really, because I don't have the time to be traveling. But I think they were really, really brave to sell. They are young. They are not our age, so we are young. We can do that when you retire. It's not a long way. So they just sold everything and they started traveling. And I mean, they just give it a year as well to see how things were going to go. And of course, the money ran out within a year. But then they were starting to grow, and then they started to get invitations from city councils from different countries, just to portray the cities, etc. And they are living their life, it's a lot of work. They are recording videos, etc. But they are doing what they like. I have absolutely no desire to. I mean, of course, if it comes to a point that we start getting a few bob from these that you are doing here, I'm not gonna say no to it. our
a
question.
long way away.
Yeah.
We literally, I think our post so far, we'll be doing this a couple of weeks. Our biggest post so far is 560 people have actually watched our post, and we're like,
yeah, but it doesn't matter. What I want to say is that I will never get corrupted to influence people with something that I don't like, or even I didn't test before, just because I'm getting paid by any company. And that's the main message of this video, that these people are getting paid money, I mean really, really amazing amount of money to just, for instance, advertise one festival that it didn't even happen.
yeah.
You know, go there, go to Netflix,
and
have a look.
It's an amazing documentary. You literally will be screaming at the screen, but it's just really, really good. And I suppose we were just interested in it from the fact that this is what we're doing. We're doing these posts, and it is interesting.
The thing is, we have these people getting paid to advertise something that didn't go ahead, like in this case did not go ahead. And where are they now? They are being seen by the police, they are actually being investigated.
So the influencers are now the models that were in the videos, and the people who put up these posts on their Instagram feeds are now being investigated by the police, because obviously they were part of this ginormous fraud
Scam
that happened. Yeah, you know. And then you also, like on a much smaller scale, you know, on Instagram, for instance, you know, you see these. There's something I can't remember the name of it. It's an Instagram, and it's Instagram Uncovered or something like that. And it's basically just uncovers the lies that a lot of people tell on their posts or on their Instagram feeds. Like, you know, one particular guy was pretending he was a non-smoker, and then he was caught in the airport smoking. And, you know, a girl who, you know, professes to be really, really slim and so on, and you can see that she, you know, completely made her figure look with retouching, made her figure look completely different, and then she was caught out in bed and obviously just completely different. So, you know, things like that really bug me, because basically that means that, like, the likes of my niece, who's really gorgeous, and my two nieces who are really gorgeous, hello Jessica and Aisling.
Two nieces in Ireland.
And my two nieces in Ireland, and they're, you know, they'll be very influenced by this, and I hate the thought of that, you know, so. Yeah,
absolutely. And you see, the message now is just pay attention to
they
whatever.
Watch their Uncle Ken and Uncle Fabio make complete fools of themselves on this.
No, and pay attention to whatever you watch and see, and be careful to follow people just for the sake of it's trendy. And this Fyre story is something that tells you a lot.
It does, it definitely
So please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave comments here, like this video, and share, and also hit the bell so you know. What kind of? Oh, poor him. So we're going to be looking at notifications for the next one. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Thanks a million.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.